So on the next part of this video, I'm just going to finish off the plane director. Okay. So what I've done is I've brought out using water level, which I showed in the last video. And now I'm going to go 90 degrees to these lines, just 90 degrees across to create an XY line. I'm going to keep it as close as I possibly can to my original plan. So that'll just fit in my page. Okay, so that's 90 degrees across these lines. Perpendicular, okay? Now, to get the heights then, I use my compass. The height of C in the original elevation will be the height of C in this new elevation. That's C. The height of D, same thing. Height of D up here will be the height of D down here. Height of A and height of B. And what you see happening is, as I told you would happen, the two lines will appear perfectly parallel to each other. Okay? So that is AB found in the plane director. That's that got. And then this is DC found in the plane director. And you'll see that they're perfectly parallel. Even using the sliding set squares, they end up exactly parallel to each other. So all of this view down here is called plane director. Okay? They want us now to find one specific plane director that goes through point B. So what I do is I take the angle of DC or AB, doesn't matter, they're all the same angle all the way across, and I'm going to put that through B up in this view until it hits the XY. And that gets this point here, which I'm going to call X. So I've made that line longer, or I've went parallel with the plane director through B. Where it hits the XY line, I now go the angle that we came out with A, B, D, and C. I take that angle and I put that through X. So I'm using the exact same angle that we came out with water level. On out. I'll slide that to X. And that now is the horizontal trace that they're looking for in this question that goes through B. Now I know it doesn't actually go into B in this view, but it shouldn't really. It goes through B only where it's in the plane director. Everywhere else you may not see it going through B. So that finds the horizontal trace. So that's T and that's H. Okay. The last step then is to find the vertical trace. Okay. So the vertical trace, the temptation is to just through B. Okay, which is what I see a lot of the time when I'm correcting these things in the exams. Just put it through B, and that wouldn't be correct still. Okay. You need to get a height for that up in this view. You need to find a height for that up in this view, and you need to find the height for that in the correct position. So if you look here, if I take a random height from here, okay, how could I find that random height up in this view? Well, what I would do is I would just go back with the random height, up the same height, and join it back to T, which is what I'm going to do. Now, I know some of you are shouting at the camera saying, oh, just use B, but I'd rather if we just do it the long way, and then it's the more correct way for pronouncing for marks. So I'm putting in a random height here that I like. It doesn't matter where the height is located. Random height. I'm going to bring that random height back at the same angle as the HT. I'm going to bring that random height back onto my XY line. I then go straight up, perpendicular 90 degrees with that same random height. So that random height for me down here is 20. So I'm just going to measure up 20 here again. You can move it with your compass. And the top of that random height, I'm going to join to T. And then that finds the VTH of a plane director that goes through B. So VTH equals one plane director that is parallel to AB and to DC through B. And that's the full question done. So best of luck with it and see how you get on.